Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. This channel is mainly about my cross-stitch journey. And if you're a new viewer, welcome. If you are one of the few returning viewers, I'm very thankful for your return. It's been a while since I last filmed, and I have a little bit of progress and some new starts. So I hope you enjoy the journey. Here I'm showing you the HAED, the Heaven and Earth design project I've worked on for about 5,000 stitches, I guess. It's almost a full page that I've worked on. And I'll show you what the piece will look like when it's finished and what it looked like when I last did it. So I guess I had like these parts stitched here, around here. So I worked on it for about maybe 10 days, concentrating on one project only. And I got a little bit burnt out and decided to start new projects that I've been keeping in my stash. And I've decided to use an application called the roulette and put in 7 projects, including this one. And I decided to spin the wheel every morning, and whatever I get it for the day, I work that one for the whole day. And then the next morning, I'll spin the wheel again. But this one so far, I've worked on it for 10 days straight, from the end of April to maybe the 4th or 5th of May. So I've been eliminating it since then. But it's a bit of a progress I've made. Okay, I'll show you the next one. And here's Lady and the Tramp. And this part, this little bit, is the part I've worked on. I worked on it for, I think, 2 days since I started my May spin the wheel method. And I tried to put this paper pattern into Pattern Keeper. And at first, it didn't work because the chart was pretty big, and I tried to put the whole picture in one file. It didn't work, so I've just separated them into small parts. And I think I put in around to here and started working from here. And I think this little woman is the, what's her name? Aunt Sarah, who was not really nice to Lady. And if I can stitch more here, out here, there will be 2 people. That's, but it's Jim Deere and Darling, the 2 couples who has Lady and Tramp coming back from their trip, I guess. So I haven't backstitched this yet, so if I put in the backstitch, maybe it will be more clear that this is a person. Maybe 400 or 500 stitches that I've worked on. And this is not the fabric that was included in the kit. I subbed it out for a 36 count linen, white linen, because I saw there were a lot of fractional stitches and didn't want to stitch them on Aida. And the kit fabric was really, really stiff. So, and I think that was a good choice that I made. On is the polar bear. I stitched kind of halfway here, and I put it aside for a while, and then I worked on it for 2 days in May until today. And no, here, from here. It's around here that I've worked on. And maybe you can see the polar bear's face. It was darker than I thought. And I'll be having a little bit of back stitches around here, so we will see the eyes more significant. This is the fabric that was in the kit. It's 14 count Aida. A little bit stiff, but it's not that difficult. Not so hard on my wrist, so it's okay. All right, the next kit is a new start. It's from Lanarte. It's called the Asian Flower Girl. The fabric is 27 count linen, which is almost equivalent to 14 count Aida. And I've stitched on this for 3 days, and I have this. It's going quite quick because the background parts here are a single strand stitch, and her hair here is a 2-strand stitch. So where the 1-strand stitch background is, if you get closer, you can see the white fabric showing through, but it's at the same time a very quick stitch. And the fabric is so soft. I love this fabric. This is my first kit for Lanarte, so I'm not sure if other Lanarte kits are like this, but I like this fabric a lot. The next one is a new start too. This is called Thistle Birds from Modern Folk Embroidery, and I think this is a chart which Jacob from Modern Folk Embroidery offered to be published in a magazine called Stitch E-Day. And I think it's only available in Japan. Well, you can buy the magazine overseas, but the book is published in Japan. And yeah, I like this fabric too. I chose this fabric. It was calling for this 32 count linen, natural linen. And I'm stitching this in 2 strands using DMC thread. Thread number I forgot, but I'll put it in the description below. And I'm stitching this whenever I go outside to, go outside, and when I have to wait for some time, I take this out and stitch it. And I think I stitched this for about 3 hours now. It's going well. It's a nice little piece. This chart I bought from Etsy, and it's based on a story called Kimetsu no Yaiba. It's a manga from a Japanese, it's a Japanese manga, and it's translated as Demon Slayer, and it's a really, really big hit now. And the story had ended last year, but the animation is still going, and they're releasing a new series, I think maybe autumn or maybe winter, I'm not sure. It's not released yet, but they say they're going to release it this year, 2021, and everybody's quite hot about this animation. And this is one of the picture. I'll show you the picture when it's completed. This is the main character and his younger sister. And this is was a cover picture for a CD that was very that was used in the animation during a climax. And it's a very memorable piece, memorable picture, and a memorable song. Would anyone notice? I'm not sure. This is the only part I've stitched yesterday. So I stitched it for just one day. This is the Epic Pokemon Generation 1 pattern. My daughter recently started liking Pokemons, and she's asking me all these questions, starting with Pikachu and Eevee, and she's starting to remember all these Pokemons. And I know I had the pattern in my stash, so I thought, why not now? Because she's interested. So I'm not sure how long it will take me to complete this. And if my daughter still loves Pokemon, I have other generations too in my stash, so I have a long way to go. This hoop stand that I got from Etsy, but it's a how do you pronounce it? Nerd? Or I've heard Luda from Cross Stitch with Luda say Nerge. I don't know, but I think it's a pretty famous brand in the Europe. And I can loosen up these parts. See, it goes like this. Well, I stitch on my desk, so I keep it short. This, oops, pretty difficult to do one hand. Yes, there we go. And I put my hoop here, and it fastens here, and it has a pretty sturdy hold to it. And I can easily move this neck to adjust to whatever height I like. So it's pretty good. And another small thing I got is this. Well, it's pretty common now in the Flosstube world in the US and Europe that you have this. This is a magnetic cable tie to hold your fabric. And I've been eyeing this for quite a long time, but I couldn't get it in Japan. The Amazon Japan didn't have it, and it was quite expensive to get one from the US Amazon. It was possible, but it was quite pricey, so I didn't have any ways to get it. But the first one I got, when Amazon JP started selling them, it was this. But this one is too short to hold the fabric. So, you know, even with this hoop, it holds here, but with the fabric on, and if you have some excess fabric around it, it won't hold. So I was connecting these two magnets and make it into a longer piece, and then snatching it on to, oops, and was holding my fabric like this. But now, yay, I got the longer ones. Look, they're so long, and I can finally have a nice piece. And I'll show you how it works. Today's the day of the piece of the day is Asian Flower Girl, so I put the fabric on here. And see this excess fabric? When I didn't have this magnetic cable tie, I used what is it? The laundry clips to hold these into places. And sometimes the stain from the metal parts got onto the fabric, and it wasn't really nice. So now I've got the magnetic cable tie covered in silicone. I don't have to worry about stains anymore, and it's pretty easy to put on. And if you need more magnets, I got more, so hooray. And that's the end of my Flosstube for today. If you have any questions, feel free to ask me anything. I will try to answer them to the best of my ability. And hope to see you soon. Hopefully in 2 weeks or 3 weeks. Not like over a month. I'm trying to do it. So fingers crossed. Well, thanks for watching. Bye.